How to export stems in BandLab. If you're recording on BandLab and you want to get your song mixed or mastered, you're going to have to export your stems to a professional engineer who knows what they're doing so they could import your stems into their DAW and do whatever it is that they need to do. So the first step, what you're going to want to do is obviously open up your BandLab project like we have right here. And this is the track that we're working with today. It's from my friend Mike Tabinski. The song is called Been On It. I'm just going to play a few seconds of it so you could hear what it sounds like and hear what we're working with.
And you know, little bitch, I been bout it. Stuff the hundreds in the pocket of the Louis wallet. I be riding with my downs, ain't no doubt about it. Yeah, shawty tryna fuck, she gotta show she want it. I ain't tripping on the bitch and all.
Alright, cool. So that's what we're working with today. So as you can see, we have all of our layers recorded right here. We have the instrumental in green, the lead track in red. Track 3 is the dub track, track 4 is the ad-lib track. So the first thing what you're going to want to do is name your tracks. That way when you export your stems, the engineer knows what track is what. And you can do that fairly quickly. Right here, you just swipe left on BandLab and then you can see all of your tracks. And then click the 3 dots on the track and then rename it. So this one, we're going to call this one leads. Okay, so this one is going to be leads. So if you have multiple lead tracks, then just name them leads. The leads are the main vocals, okay? So that's the leads. And then track 3 right here, this was the dub track. So we're going to call this one dubs. What dubs are is like he's singing along with the leads of his verse. And this track number 4 is the ad-lib track. And I'm pretty sure you guys already know what ad-libs are. So this is the ad-lib track. So now that we have all of our tracks named nice and neat, what you're going to want to do is then duplicate the tracks. The reason why we're going to duplicate our tracks is because if you already have certain effects on your tracks, you're going to have to take them off because when you send it over to the engineer, you want the engineer to have full control over the effects that are placed onto the song. So again, go back to this side and then you just click the 3 dots again and then you hit duplicate, okay? And then you see under it, it's going to duplicate all the way at the bottom and then it's going to say copy, right? So then after that, what you want to do is you want to mute your main ones that have the effects, and we're leaving those there just in case you want to still hear the effects or hear what you got. But now that we have these copies, we can go over to the copies, and as you can see, it's the exact same thing, just copied over. But then when you go to the effects, you want to turn off all of your effects. So go to your effects and you want to make sure all of these are turned off because again, when you're sending your vocals to the engineer, you don't want there to be any effects, so the engineer can have full control over all the effects and how your song is going to sound. So this is what it's going to sound like with 0 effects.
And you know, little bitch, I been bout it. Stuff the hundreds in the pocket of the Louis wallet. I be riding with my downs, ain't no doubt about it. Yeah, shawty tryna fuck, she gotta show she want it.
So as you can see, there's still auto-tune. So even then with the auto-tune, make sure you go to your effects. So if you have pitch turned on, you want to make sure you turn off the auto-tune as well. See, so that's a good little thing that we caught right there. You want to go to your auto pitch and make sure you turn off your auto pitch as well. The engineer will be able to apply auto tune and pitch correction on their end. So this is what it's like with all effects turned off, even the auto tune.
And you know, little bitch, I been bout it. Stuff the hundreds in the pocket of the Louis wallet. I be riding with my downs, ain't no doubt about it. Yeah, shawty tryna fuck, she gotta show she want it.
Alright, so that's what we're working with and that's what we're going to send over. So now that you have all of your vocal tracks copied over and you have all the effects turned off, now you want to export your stems one by one. So how do we do that? Okay, so you go back to this view menu over here and then what you want to do is click the 3 dots. So start off with the instrumental. So you're going to click the 3 dots and then you're going to click export as audio. Once you click export as audio, as you can see, the name file, it's going to show right there. So it's going to say Mike Been On It instrumental. So you're going to want to save that to your files. So once you click save to files, okay, once you're in here, what we're going to do is go all the way back, and then what we're going to do is click these 3 dots on the top of the iCloud and then put new folder, okay? And then the name of this song is called Been On It. So we want to save all of our files into this folder. So we're going to call this one Been On It Stems. Okay, boom. So now we're going to click done. And now as you can see, it opens up the folder. So you can see on the top, it says Been On It Stems and it says the folder is empty. And then on the bottom, you can read that it says Mike Been On It instrumental. So you're going to click save right there. Boom. So now the instrumental is saved in that folder. Same with the leads. So what you're going to do is export as audio. And then after you export it as audio, again, go to save to files. And then as you can see, the Been On It Stems folder already opens up. So then we're going to hit save. So that's the leads copy. Okay. Now we're just going to do the same thing for the dubs and the ad-libs. So once you have all of your dry stems exported, you're also going to want to save a version of your song with the effects on all together in one file, so that way the engineer can listen to it and use that as a rough. So in order for us to do that, we're gonna have to go back to the BandLab mixer. So again, swipe left, and then what we do is we mute all the copies that we did and then just unmute the ones that have the actual processed effects on. Okay, so once that's done, click the cloud on the top right and then hit save. So then once you're done out of that and you have your project saved, tap on view, and then next to the green globe, you're gonna want to hit the download button, the save button. So you save as audio or download as audio. Okay, so we're saving a version of the song with all the effects on. So after you do that, you're gonna see it says audio recording bin on it BandLab. Okay, so then you go back to save files, so scroll down and click save files, and then you save it to the bin on it stems folder. So that way, that's basically the rough mix that the engineer is gonna use as a reference when mixing or mastering your song. So once that's done, all you have to do is then go back to your files. So we have our files right here, and as you can see, we have our bin on it stems. So if you open it, you can see we have all of our stems within this folder. So now all you have to do is email that to your engineer. So how do we do that? So if you try emailing the folder by itself, it's going to be too large of a file to even send. So the way that you can get around that is by holding on the file, and then as you can see right here, we have a few options that we can select from. What you want to do is compress the folder. So when you compress the folder, what it basically does is it merges the folder into one file, a .zip file, so then you could then use to send through email to your engineer. So to share that, all you have to do is hold on the zip file now, and then you click share. And then once you click share, then you select your email. So I like using Gmail, so I'm gonna use Gmail, and then I'm just going to send this to myself. And then subject, I'm gonna call it bin on it stems, and then you click send. Once your file is sent, your engineer is going to be able to open that .zip file and then grab all the audio files that you provided and put it into their DAW. If you're liking this video so far, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. So once your engineer downloads the files, this is what it's going to look like on the computer right here. So you open it up, and as you can see, we have the rough right here, we have the ad-lib copy, the dub copy, the lead copy, and the instrumental right here. So let me load it up into the DAW real quick, and let me show you what it's going to look like in the DAW. So once you have all the stems exported and sent to your engineer, this is what it's going to look like in the DAW. And in this case, I am going to be using Pro Tools. So that is how you export your stems from BandLab, so that way you can send it over to an engineer so they could do their thing when it comes to mixing and mastering your tracks. Thank you guys for watching. If you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe for more content. And if you like this video, don't forget to check out some of our other tutorials that will be listed right here. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.